double name. My eyes see your face, searching for a straight to.
Hi everyone. Oh my god. I know you saw that previous video and you're thinking that's the video. Abby? See, you saw me wearing the whole athlete kind of thing, like I'm about to be into the mood, you know. Anyways, I just wanted to get you guys' attention. Please.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless.
You're welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's been a while. I have been on YouTube because I've been really busy and let's say I want to take a break. It's not easy trying to create content, you know, trying to like prepare for you making the video, or you know, setting up the whole thing is not really easy for me. So I just took a break because those last two videos I did kind of stressed me, and you know, so anyways, my people, thank you so much for subscribing. My subscribers are increasing and I'm so happy. I even pray and I hope that before the end of this year I would have gotten to like 1k subscribers. Thank you so much for my classmates, Imo-K guys, Imo-K girls, Imo-K people. I see you guys, like you guys, thank you so much for adding to my subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Okay, so let me not waste much of your time. Let me go right into the video for today. Okay, so I'm talking about my Christian journey. Well, this video, it's been like on my mind for a very long time, because it's kind of it's, I don't know, like my heart doesn't like feel so confident, like so in the moment talking about it, you get, because there's so many uneasiness, like I can't really seem to place, you get, but here I am saying it, talking about this particular story about my Christian journey. And not just that, God has been laying in my heart for a very long time. I should talk about this, that I shouldn't be about other things, I should talk about my Christian journey. So, and I was like, but I know I've progressed my Christian journey, but have I really gotten to that extent of me talking about it on my channel? Well, it also still says that you're being helped by God, like you're a work in progress. You're like, it's just a gradual process. Nobody has really gotten to where they want to be in the Christian journey. So why don't I bring it up and talk about it, and so maybe somebody can learn something and want to, you know, listen. So, and also this video, I'm not even expecting like many subscribers from this video, because when you talk about Christian videos, or let's say things that has to do with God, people don't like listening or watching it, or they'll be like, oh, this guy have come, all these Christian people. Anyways, yeah, look, there was this guy I met. I think it was like he doesn't like church girls. All these girls are for me, Christian girls, doesn't like them. Well, let me put it out to the world. I'm a Christian and I'm a Christian girl. And if you got a problem with that, just maybe you can just walk by the side, like walk away, like don't come into my DM, because you're wasting your time. Okay? I know, yes, there are some people that form their Christian and they just carry it on their head, and you're like, why is this person like this? Like, I don't get. But I'm a Christian, yes, and I know I'm not where I want to be by at the moment, but I'm still trying my best. Okay, now let me not waste much of it. I think I have diverted. Let me join right into. Okay, so I was born into a Christian family. First of all, there's this thing about, first of all, you're a child growing up, and then you're just born into a Christian family, and then you just found yourself being a Christian. Not as if you had a choice, you just found yourself going to church, and that's all. Nobody told you, okay, why should I not go to church? So yeah, I was born into a Christian family, and so while growing up, I just had this thing for God. Like I just found my path there. I just loved it. I remember that time I used to sing, I used to do choreography in church, I used to do recitations, she get like of the Bible, and then we'll come and they'll just give us gifts. So like Like, it has always been something that I don't know whether I was born with into, but back then I wasn't really understanding what it meant to be a Christian. All I know is that I was born, it was Mountain of Fire Miracle Ministry, so everything is die by fire. It was so funny. So it wasn't something that I would say I had a choice to choose. Okay, so when my main Christian journey started was when I was in my secondary school with my just two. I can remember vividly that we're in the church, and okay, that school was a missionary school, so it played a role. The environment, things that are happening around me, like, just played a role in me, just like I don't have a choice, I have to give my life to Christ. So I went to school there, and when I went for a man of God came and started preaching to us of how God loves us, you know, all this bonding, I'll give your life to Christ, blah 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 blah, you know. I was crying, you know. Seriously, during those times I was so devoted to God. You know, the first time you give your life to Christ, you're just also loving, like, you just want to do everything to make him so happy. I remember that time I was like a rival in my school. Like, if I find you cheating, and next time I'm saying, excuse me sir, this guy is cheating. Like, I was so into God. It was so crazy. I could tell, like, I just had this thing that I don't want to hurt God, I don't want to make God unhappy. Like, if I find you doing things that are not fair, I might never have to tell you. I'll just go and report you to our house mistress. Like, I was just so enthusiastic about doing things that makes God happy. So, and another thing that also played a role was the fact that, I don't know if you've watched my previous video, I'll put a link up here, of how my school was somehow, like, we had witchcraft in my school. So it also played a role in the fact that if I don't give my life to Christ, I'm gonna turn into a witch or I'll be initiated. So, like, that was the background of it. So when I gave my life to Christ, then I so loved going to church. I was so intentional about knowing God. I was doing my quiet time. When I don't do it, I feel so bad, I feel so terrible, you know. I remember those times I said I don't want to be wearing earring anymore. I said I don't want to be wearing trousers no more. I just want to be wearing gown. I was so into God. It was crazy. It's just that what they painted it for me to be, sure, and it was just what I found myself into, and then I was liking how I was going, you get. So okay, now, so what is now very striking was when I was in my secondary school, like my senior secondary. I left my missionary school and I came down here to Anambra for my SS1 to SS3. So when I came down here, I was really not finding a very good balance. I was not having a very good balance because, and then back in my former school, they used to fast, they used to pray so well. Like, you just have to be a Christian. Like, you don't have a choice. You just have to be a Christian. So, but when I came into the school, everything was just different, you know. Everybody just doing anyhow, seniors bullying you, you know, insulting you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares if you're surviving. I moved from being Ajebota to Ajepako. It was just crazy. So it was just a very different, like, environment for me. Okay, when I got there, I think that's when I started understanding what it means to be a Christian. Yeah, and I know it was still a biased kind of feeling because I remember that I entered into this Protestant chapel, SCM movement, Christian movement. So I was there and I just found myself, I can't really place how I found myself in that environment or in the church, but it was cool. And me, I like good music, and like I can't do without a very good music in the church. Like, right from small, I just cannot understand the whole basic. So let me just rush to my point here, what I'm trying to like point out from here. When I was in my secondary school, in my SS3, I think I would prefer if preachers go to secondary school, don't paint a scary feeling about God. I think that really affected me. It scarred me, you know. The man always says that if you don't give your life to Christ, rapture will come tomorrow, rapture, like, and all I can think of is not about me being loving God. It's about me, like, oh my God, I can die tomorrow. Oh my God, rapture is coming. Like, I'm just always terrified of who God is. I don't even see him as my friend like that. All I know is that, oh my God, if I don't do this thing I'm supposed to do, rapture. Like, the man kept on putting rapture right in front of us, and it made me so scared. Like I remember during that time, like, I didn't have a boyfriend throughout my secondary school. I'm sure nobody, people, if I tell anybody, they don't really believe it, like, well, this guy doesn't like someone like that, that do not do all the kind of stuff. Yes, I was that religious. You can ask about me. I wasn't, even my WAEC, I did not cheat, on my NECO. I was just so, it was hard. There was a point I was really so close to cheating, but I just said, Is it even worth it? Okay, I can remember that my physics work, it was so bad. Like, I legit felt like I was going to fail, like, because my book was almost empty, but where I passed it, it was just good. I cannot really, because I remember after the exam I was crying. I ran out of the exam hall because Expo was flying like butterfly, and I could have just taken like and then look into it and then pass. You get and get a very good grade. But I was so bent on, okay, I promised God this, that if I do this, I'm gonna get medicine, I'm gonna do well, I'm gonna get the course of my dream. You get, so I always believed in what all these men of God were telling me. You get, so I just I didn't cheat in WAEC. I remember that day when I ran out of the exam hall, I was just crying, I was wailing, I was weeping, I was scared I would write my WAEC a second time. Even when my WAEC came out, result came out, I was not even happy because I was not expecting that so much. It was not so good like I wanted it to be, because it was so hard for the people that really did not read as much as I did, but getting very good grades. You know, it was very, very sad. But at the end of the day, though, I know that I didn't feel anything in my results. You understand? I wouldn't say so. I would say that back there in school, so the man always paints a picture of God being a very violent God. Like, if you don't do this, he will do this to you. If you like, so it made me to fear God. I know it's right to fear God, but to fear God in the right kind of manner. Like, I know it's not good to take advantage of the grace of God, but it shouldn't be like, I think God has different faces. Like, God can be a consuming fire. It can be your friend. It can be your father. It can be anything you can actually think of. I didn't think of all those aspects. All I was just thinking about was the fact that rapture can come tomorrow. And the man keeps giving us books to read about what happens in hell, like the earthworm will eat you, snake will eat your body, that Michael Jackson was dancing on. All these rumors. I started reading books about someone that died and went to hellfire and saw Michael Jackson and saw all those stories. First of all, disclaimer, I'm not saying they are false. My problem is the basis of you preaching to students. So I want to use this platform and say that if anybody's going to go to the student facility or all the secondary school and are not yet exposed, please give them the right information, because it will affect them while growing up. Now let me tell you how this affected me while growing up, while I left school. When I left school, I started seeing life in a different light. Everything I was told about life was not what it is. Okay, first of all, when I left school, I was so into God. Yeah, I was still into God. So, and it affected my way of seeing life. I started seeing people that are seen as very bad people. I started judging them. You know how this thing that deep does, like when you see someone wearing trousers, wearing earrings, I started feeling like this will go to fire. Hey, what for beats? Hellfire is a portion. It was so crazy. Like, I was like, anybody I see, I'll be like, I'll just start praying that God, please now help the person to give his life to Christ. So stop wearing trousers, stop wearing earrings, stop wearing, you know. And another thing too that I also observed was I was serving God because of eye service. Yes, it was. I wanted people I had these people around me that were into God. Maybe they might have a bad foundation like me, but like everybody wants you to behave this way. Everybody wants you to behave that way. Not because you actually want to, because you want to please them, which is really wrong. Because if, for example, now those things that are preventing you from behaving that way is not there, that means you will just go. Like, you go gaga. Like, it's a very wrong foundation. And it's actually affected me, because if I want to wear trousers now, I just think of the fact that, oh my God, how will I post this picture? Oh my God, what would this people think of me? Oh my God. If I do, like, I was so judgmental. My goodness. Like, that thing they say that Deeper Life people, all this, I'm not saying them, I'm not going to say, but like, for me, I had that feeling. I'm talking about my own personal experience. For me, I had that feeling. If I see you wearing trousers, all I can think of is the fact that you go to hellfire very soon. That if you die now, you go to. If I see you wearing, and exposing any of your body, I feel like you're going to hellfire very soon. I just think of the fact that anything you're not doing is by that. They were telling me that time you're going to go to hellfire. So I was also serving God out of fear, out of the God of a consuming fire, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Like, I'm just so scared. So that's one thing I want to correct. Please, when you're preaching to people, let it be something they actually want, and don't paint the side of God being a scary God because they say, okay, well, I don't want to follow God. Then you now say that, you don't follow God like this. All the evil people in your village will come after you. All you die in hellfire. All these rubbish things. I feel if you want to preach to somebody and you want the person to really intentionally follow God I think the best thing to do is allow the person to grow. Like, allow the Spirit of God to teach and guide the person by himself. If you use the eye of judging, because first of all, you were not a saint before you give your life to Christ. So, and it's not as if like you are perfect right now as you are. Everybody's still a work in progress. You understand? You just can't just say, oh, this person, imagine, look at what she's wearing. Hey, daughter of Jezebel. All this rubbish. Okay. Now, when I left secondary school and I entered university, I entered seeing God in a different light. That's why I always love NIFES. They changed like when I was in uni, they changed everything I thought. Like I thought about being a Christian is like, because how God is a consuming fire, how God is a violent God, how you have to, anything you do, you're thinking of going to hellfire the next moment, you will die the next moment. They changed everything. That's why I have this bond for NIFES, like my fellowship from Unizik, because they help me to understand something, that how you can actually be free and do you. Like, do you. I know, yes, there are rules guiding being you. Do you understand? But like, do you. I always advise people, if you want to follow God, don't follow God because people are following God, or you're following God because you want to. What will people will say? What will your man of God say? What will my friends say? What will my momsy say? What is my no? Don't do that. It's a wrong background. That means that if you leave school and there is no momsy, there is no, you will go gaga. Let's say, for example, now you go abroad now, and there is nobody that is watching your back, you're just on your own. That means you not serve God like you are right currently. So it has to be something you want to do by yourself. Like, you really want to do it by yourself. So that's why I just said, let me just talk about this topic, because going through life and seeing people pretend to be who they are not, you see daughter men of God with their children, forcing them to follow a path that they're not even sure of. Even here I am, yes, still here at TFF. I'm not even yet where I'm supposed to be. I'm still a work in progress. I know there are times that I've backslided, but I still find my step back. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Everybody's trying to like be on the right track, and then whenever you fall, you get up, you dust, and you move again. It's going to be really bad if you fell down and you never got up. You fell down, you just fall down, and then next thing you get up and you dust your clothes and you just move on. So I'm just saying that if you're here, if you're listening to my channel, if you're listening to my video, and you feel like you've gone so far into the things of worldly things, and there's one funny thing I also discover about life is that if you observe, most men of God that are very, very into God are people that have done terrible things in life. When you haven't had an experience, it will not help you to understand who God really is. Sometimes I know I wouldn't want to, but sometimes I wish that I had passed through an history of my history was terrible, and then I found God, that was my hope, my strength, and then boom, I just hugged him. And then this kind of, as if this was how I was, and I gave my life to Christ, I don't think I would want to go after that kind of life. Because first of all, I've experienced life. If I was that kind of person, I must have been a prostitute, I must have done all manner of things, and I've realized that there was no life in them. Then I found God. But people that just came, they give birth to in a Christian home, and you're just moving with the flow, moving. You will not really understand. You will not even grow. You will not even want to grow, because life is just rosy. You are doing whatever it says you do. So let me go back to what I'm saying. If you want to follow God because you want to follow Him. Yes, it's very important. It's very important, because if that people that are surrounding you lives around your environment, is bad for you. Because this thing really affected my relationship with God a lot. I'm very intentional about what people think about me. Like, I'm very intentional about it. But at some point, I'm like, am I serving them? Maybe I'm serving God. Who you help? Do you understand? So that's why I brought my Christian journey here on my channel. And also another thing I also want to advise is I don't know if you're a Christian or you're not. I'm not here to force being Christian to anybody. Everybody, since I've gone to know God better, I believe in not forcing anybody to choose what they don't want to do. I believe in you deciding to do it. I want that, like I like God. God will tell you there's a way to life, there's a way to death. Choose the one you want to follow. He won't force you. So therefore, that's why should a human being force you? Like now, you see a new recruit into into the university and forcing the child person to go into your fellowship. It doesn't make any sense. First of all, it should be a matter of choice. I want to do this. Then you lead the person. So you shouldn't force anybody to join anything they want to do. If you're a Muslim, you will listen to my channel. If you're a Buddhist, if you are any religion, I'm not against anything. I just believe in my religion. I believe that God exists. I believe in the existence of Jesus Christ. And you might not want to believe those things, which is fine. I feel everybody has, but if God wants to reveal himself to you, of course he will. Yes, of course. I might just pray, and yeah, there are intercessors and everything, but it's not my place to say, okay, oh, the God you are serving is not true. The God you this one God, no. I don't believe that, because I know that God, heaven knows, I'm a very free person. I know that heaven knows if I was born in a Chinese country and there was nothing like, I didn't hear about anything about God, I was born into a Buddhist Judaism, you as well see me serving Judaism, and because I'll be hearing about the kind of thing that the kind God there is doing. Do you understand? But I believe in my own God. I believe in its existence. Do you understand? Everybody has what they want to believe and what the choice they have to make. Do you understand? So I'm not here to disclaim. I'm not here to tell you how you should do your life, how you should direct your life. So now how I have grown as a Christian is that now when I want to follow God, I intentionally do it. Like I go and ask, how do I do this? And I don't care. I don't really care how anybody sees me. I really don't care about anybody, like how you see me. No. Like it's way down below the line. I just care about what God thinks about me. I know, yes, the Bible says there be a cloud of witnesses surrounding you. I know that one is there, but it shouldn't be like your baseline for you giving your life to Christ. It should be there like your baseline of you being consistent in things of God, because you won't grow. Because that means that when the person is not there, you're like, now the person will steal and your mom is not around, you can go and steal, because you feel like, well, mom is not around there for me to steal, I can just steal. You get? So like, and another thing why I'm talking about this video is because it affected me as a person while growing as a Christian. Affected my Christian life, how I saw people, how I judged people, how I thought people should behave, how I thought like everybody should be handling things. Like I just thought things in different ways. And now I've grown, I've migrated, and I'm still a work in progress. I'm still working in progress. I'm not even here where I'm meant to be. Sometimes I've even seen, I've done things that are not what I'm meant to do, but I still go and ask forgiveness and then try and resolve it and try and work on myself to get. So I really hope that with this few points of mine and with this few advice I've given here, I hope that it helps somebody out there. Thank you so much for watching my video to the very end. And another thing too, please subscribe to my channel. Please. I'll be giving much videos as I can. I have more videos coming up, you get. So please, if you can help me share my video, do that. If you can help me to comment, and yes, please put down in your comment section, how has the Christian journey been like? How has the pressure of being a Christian been like what are the things you're facing? How would you want to address it? Like if you need some help, like just comment down and then show more light. And if you can contribute things to my channel, like with the things I've said, maybe I'm not correct, maybe I'm not right, I'm open to corrections. You can also put that down in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment and share to your friends. All right, bye from Talks with Agor. I'm the same.